Tracy, are you there?
I am. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you so much for that wonderful welcome, Roz. I really appreciate it. Um, as Roz mentioned, she gave you a great introduction. I'll just tell you a little bit more about myself. Um, so my name is Tracy Dat. I am based out of Los Angeles, California. And um, as she mentioned, I'm a mother of two. I have a 10-year-old and a 3-year-old. I am a homeschooling mother, and not homeschooling because of the pandemic. Homeschooling, I've been homeschooling for 4 years, and I do so because I feel like all of the opportunities that we have in the world are not presented in your standard education system, right? So one of the things that I really hope that you gain from this call today is, above all, just some education, just some facts that maybe you weren't given before, right? So my journey has been like this. I am a first generation American. My parents were both born in the Fiji Islands. And so, they came over with the American dream. And so what I was taught as a child is probably like a lot of you were taught, is that you go to school, you get a good education, you get a job, AKA career, and then you've made it, right? You make a good amount of income and you get your paid time off and your 401k and your health insurance and your life insurance, and then you've arrived. And so for a long time, you guys, I thought I had arrived. I really did. I am in corporate America. I've been at my job now 10 years, which is the age of my son. I'm sorry, we have someone raising their hand. Was that an accident? Tyrone, did you have something to say? Okay. Okay, I'm going to ask that everyone please mute your lines and let me know if you have questions, but definitely mute your, Tyrone, I'm going to lower your hand assuming you don't have a question, okay? And if you do, go ahead and feel free to raise that hand again. Awesome. So with that said, so again, I've been at my job for 10 years and I do pretty well for myself, guys. Like monetarily, I do really, really well for myself. However, what I did not have is freedom of time, because I felt like I blinked my eyes and then all of a sudden my son was 10 and I've missed a lot of time with him because I was giving all of my time to my job, right? Granted, I am blessed to have a job. I am not down talking jobs. But what I will say is, when it comes to my value system and when I think that's God and then my children, I'm not spending most of my time with my relationship with God. I'm not spending most of my time with my relationship with my children. And so with that, I just felt like I wasn't living through my values, right? And I wanted to get aligned with my values. So when this opportunity was presented to me, it was a no-brainer for me. It was absolutely a no-brainer. One of the first things that they taught about was the ways that money is made. And a lot of times we're not privy to how money is made because we were only taught one way to make money, right? So before we jump right into it, guys, I want to definitely break down the 4 ways that money is made. So swing with me here to my lovely whiteboard. Can you guys all see that? Awesome blossom. Okay, so there is a famous book that I'm sure many of you have heard of called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. It's by Robert Kiyosaki, and he is an author of many books, but he is also a mogul. He's a mogul in many facets, but he came up with this concept called the cash flow quadrant. And so I want to talk to you about that real quick, because in order to know where you want to be, you have to know what's available. No one knows what's available until you teach them. And plus, I need you to understand where you lie when it comes to these quadrants, okay? So up in the left, we have an employee. An employee, that is about 65% of the population, of the world's population. That could be anything. It could be a starter job when you're fresh out of school, maybe working at Starbucks. It could be something that you went to university for, but at the end of the day, it's still a job, right? You could have spent a lot of money on your education to get a degree, AKA a really expensive receipt. And again, I'm not down on education. Kudos to you if you got that receipt. Big ups to you, right? But at the end of the day, the job is going to be what? It's going to be 40 hours a week, for 40 years of your life. In that job, you don't get to choose your association. Why? Because you don't hire and fire. You don't get to choose who you sit next to. You don't get to choose if you're a teacher, who your students are. If you sit in a cubicle, who's in the cubicle next to you. You don't get to choose what people are putting into your mindset every single day. And that's so important, you guys, because who you spend your time with, what you see with your eyes, what you hear with your ears, it's all embedded in your brain, right? So having a positive mindset, it takes a lot. And when we spend those 40 hours a week at a job, we don't get to choose what's being put into our mind. It's automatic. It's automatic. That means what? You have PTO, but you have to ask for it. I have to ask for it. It doesn't matter. I have 300 plus hours of PTO stacked. I told you guys I've been at my job for 10 years. But guess what? If I ask for it and Nancy or Becky asks for it and they ask for it first, guess who gets it? My seniority doesn't matter. They get it. They ask first. So if I want a couple extra days around Christmas to be with my lovely children, it's turned down. So they make you think it's your time, but it's not your time. I'll be the first one to tell you, okay? So that is employee. Then we have self-employed. Self-employed is about 30% of the population. Now this is the 80-20 plan, and I'm gonna tell you why. It's the 80-20 plan because now the company has your name on its back. So you're spending more time. Why? You're doing the hiring and firing. You're doing the accounting and the invoicing. You're doing the insurance claims. God forbid somebody gets hurt. You're doing everything, the marketing, the social media marketing, all of that stuff takes time. And if it's a service being provided, you are also the employee. You just own your job now. I'll give you some examples, or actually let me get some participation. What is an example of a self-employed person? Can someone come off of mute and tell me?
Barber.
A barber. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a lucrative industry. Thank you. Anybody else?
Massage therapist.
Massage therapist. Oh, those are the best. Lord knows I use them very often. Yes. Shout out to the massage therapist.
Insurance broker.
A what?
Insurance broker.
Absolutely. An insurance broker. Awesome. Thank you so much, you guys. Those are all awesome, awesome examples. But I will tell you why it's a job that you own. Because if you don't show up, you don't get paid, right? If that massage therapist, if he burns his hand cooking pasta one day, he can't massage no more. His money's not coming in. If that barber, if COVID happens, and like it did, the pandemic happened, now he can't be around people, right? Why? Because the barbershops got shut down. He's not making money. The insurance broker, again, it's not your time. You have a service to provide. And if that service is not provided or clients are not signing up, your income stops. Right? It's definitely a step up from employment. I will tell you that. It's a step up from employment, and kudos to you if you are self-employed. I'm self-employed as well. I'll tell you right now, I'm in 3 of these brackets. As we move along, I'm about all the streams of income. I am in 3 brackets. I am an employee in the medical field, and I have been for 10 years. I am also self-employed. I do homeschool consultation and money management consultations. But guess what? I'll tell you myself, I'm getting on Zoom and teaching people how to homeschool and what, putting curriculums together. If I don't show up and if I don't sit on these meetings with people, that bread stops too. If I don't show up to work as an employee, that bread stops too. So let's get into it. On this side of money, which is the right side of money, here we have business owners. Business owners is only 4% of the population. I'm going to tell you real quick. What separates a true business owner from a self-employed person is the fact that they don't got to show up to get paid. Why? Because they have employees like you and me that they leverage, and duplicatable, scalable systems that they leverage that are in place where if they want to go for 6 months to Hawaii, their money's still coming in, guys. So you and I, we might have tax IDs and we might be having small business in the self-employed market. But we are not business owners because if we don't show up, we don't get paid. I'm gonna tell you who's a business owner. Jeff Bezos of Amazon is a business owner. Sam Walton, he died, but his kids and his wife, they're business owners. They own Walmart. They don't have to show up to Walmart for us to go to Walmart and buy their stuff, guys. They don't give their time for money. And that's what I wanna point out. This side of the quadrant, the left side, They give their time for money. If they do not give their time, they are not making money, okay? Business owners do not have to give their time for money. I'm gonna tell you who else doesn't have to give their time for money. It's this quadrant right here. It's I for investor. That is only 1% of the world's population, you guys. The easiest, fastest way to make money, only 1% of the world is doing, which is crazy because enough people don't know about it, because enough people are not sharing the information. This is why the wealthy stay wealthy and we be sitting around having jobs, right? Okay, so 1% of the world are investors. I always like to ask this question because when I say investing, I'd like to know what comes to your mind. What could I potentially be talking about investing in? When you think investments, what are you thinking? Go ahead and come off of mute and tell me.
Stocks.
Stocks is a good one. A lot of people are investing in stocks right now with the pandemic. Thank you.
Estate.
Money working for you.
Money working for you. Yes, yes. Who said that? Tamira? Yes, that is what investors do. Instead of us as an employee getting up to go work for money, as self-employed getting up to go work for money, the business owner could be asleep and making money, and so can the investor. What the investor's doing is sending out their money to say, hey, you go make me this money today. You go get us a paycheck. Matter of fact, get us 3. Get us some money. But you're, instead of the business owner leveraging people to make money, investors leverage their money to make money. Okay? So, what is the myth? I'm going to tell you the first myth because I was told this, which is why I didn't get into investing sooner. Okay? I'm 34 years old. I used to think that to invest, you needed a huge amount of money, and these are not the facts. What I was taught was, unless you have $1 million you could just spend and lose, then you don't need to be investing. And I was thinking, well, damn, I don't have $1 million to just spend and lose, you know? So I wasn't investing. And that is absolutely false. That is absolutely false. You can invest as little as 10 cents, and I will tell you how. With the Forex market, okay? For those that don't know, what is the Forex market? It is a foreign currency exchange market. It is the largest in the world market that there is. That market has trillions of dollars, 5 trillion to be exact, flowing through it every single day, every single day. So what is it? Let's get down to it. I just went to Mexico, which, by the way, was paid for by this opportunity. I didn't spend a dime. However, I spent change because I invested that change and turned it into a free trip to Mexico. But when I was in Mexico, I took my American dollar and I traded it in for Mexican pesos, right? Because over there, everything runs off of pesos. At the time, I traded in 1 American dollar. I got 20, each of the days was different, between 20 and 22 pesos, right? So what we're doing is exactly that. We are trading in one currency for another, however it fits, to make money off of the profit. It doesn't matter which one is higher and which one is lower, because you can buy and sell in the market, which I'm going to show you in just a minute, and still profit off of it. The difference is that we live in the digital age. I didn't have to go to Mexico to do that. I do it from an app on my cell phone every day, in my bed, in my pajamas, while I'm at the park with my kids. I do it from everywhere, from anywhere, and make money off of it daily, okay? Daily. I want to head back to the stocks because a lot of people think right now stocks is winning. And there's nothing wrong with stocks. There's nothing wrong with stocks. But what I want to do, like I said at the top of my call, guys, my main objective is to educate today. If you take nothing else from this, please take notes on what I'm saying. These are all facts. You could go back and Google it, however you're feeling about it, but these are the facts, okay? I'm gonna talk about the difference between stocks and Forex, just real quick. So, my handy dandy whiteboard. Excuse the writing. Thankfully, you don't have to have good writing to press some buttons on your cell phone app, and so it doesn't make a difference. Forex, like I said, is a $5.6 trillion market. Stocks is only a $22 billion market. So there is tons of more money to be made, okay? Forex is a 24/7 market. Stocks is 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. Let's think about that for a second. If you, like me, have your traditional Monday through Friday 9 to 5 job, when am I going to make time for stocks? I don't have time. 24/7 really works for me, guys. I trade before I go to work. I trade in the night after my kids are asleep. You can come up with a game plan to trade when it fits you. You don't have to try to fit it in on your lunch break and then make wrong moves, right? Another thing about Forex, guys, in Forex, you're trading currencies, right? In stocks, you're trading businesses or companies. That's why there's so much more money to be made, because you're literally trading money of different countries, okay? Another thing I need you to understand that is Forex, whether the market goes up or down, you still make money. In stocks, you only make money when it goes up. So let me elaborate on that just a little bit. Right now, a lot of companies plummeted because of the pandemic. Specifically, travel companies, cruise lines, airlines, things of that nature, they all went down. So a lot of people, the hype was, oh, I'm going to buy a share of Delta. I'm going to buy a share of Princess Cruises. I'm going to buy a share of this, that, and the other. So if you were to buy a share of Princess Cruises for, let's say, a cheap little $20 a share, you're like, psh, I could afford that. You don't make money until that stock goes above $20 a share. If it goes to 21, now you've made $1 a share. If you bought one share, you made $1. I don't know about you guys, but that's putting stuff into other people's hands. And I want to put it into my own hands. I don't want to know that my money is sitting based on how that company does. And I'll put you on a little bit of insight. That's what you're doing with your 401k. That's exactly what they're doing with your 401k. If you are in corporate America and you got a 401k and you think that you're winning, the money's not sitting there, guys. They are putting it into companies, and how that company does makes a difference on where your 401k is. The first quarter of 2020, my 401k went down $7,000 in the first quarter. And those are just facts. Again, I'm being super transparent. I hope y'all hear my heart, but this is the truth, because I used to think I don't put into the 401k pot anymore. However, I haven't taken out either. But I stopped putting in once I learned the truth back in 2017 when I got on my financial literacy journey. So again, 401ks is not the way to invest, but I just put it out there. So what is the opportunity at hand today? The opportunity is to learn how to trade in the Forex market. There is an app on your cell phone. I'm gonna swing back around so I can sit down. There's an app on your cell phone. That app is free to download, and that app is where you can simply place trades. It's the easiest thing to do, guys. Like I said, I do it every day. It takes about less than 2 minutes to put in some trades. No joke. The problem is that a lot of people don't know how to use that app. So when you hear these myths and rumors about how people are losing money in the Forex markets and it's a gimmick, it's because they didn't get the proper education. You wouldn't go and be a doctor without having the education of of human anatomy, would you? So why would you go thinking that you know how to trade without the proper education? Okay, just let that sink in for just a second. What I want to show you today is the education that I use and that a couple of my colleagues who's on the line use as well. This is going to be an insight to what's called like my virtual classroom. This is not something that everyone has access to. However, I do, and I'd like to share it with you for a moment to show you where I learned to do what I do. I've been doing this 6 months. I am extremely lucrative. I am not allowed to tell you any income claims, but I will tell you this, that one of my mentors off of 50 cents paid a whole mortgage, and we live in Southern California. It's expensive. And he has a big house, and off of 50 cents, he paid his whole mortgage. So I'll just throw that out there because that's not giving numbers. So this is your virtual classroom. What does this include? This has different academies, okay? It has several different academies. Let's talk about what's offered in the academies. We have your basic Forex, in which you can trade foreign currencies, in which you can trade commodities such as gold, silver, cryptocurrency, which is booming. I mean, literally, if you don't know about cryptocurrency, guys, you live under a rock. If you don't see how fast Bitcoin is going up, woo, if you didn't buy some Bitcoin, go do that when we get off this line. But anywho, we have a cryptocurrency academy as well, which is digital currency here. We have a high frequency Forex academy as well. Some of you might have heard about that. It's more often referred to as binary options. But what I like to tell people is that you want to first learn about Forex. The Forex Academy is going to teach you on a very, very basic level how to look at charts, how to mark up charts, the verbiage, the terminology, because when you're learning this, it will seem like a foreign language. You'll be like, what? Is this Chinese? And so compiled, it is about 3.5 hours of videos that you need to watch. It's 2 to 6 minute videos broken up. So it's not all at once. And what we like to suggest is that in 72 hours, you knock out this academy. Why? Because the quicker you finish this, the quicker you get to the money, okay? I'm gonna play just real quick for you, just to show you how clear the quality of these videos and how basic it is. It's at a kindergarten level, guys. I'm literally teaching my 10-year-old how to do this. I'm not joking. He trades gold regularly. So let me just have you watch a little bit of this video.
Welcome to the IM Mastery Academy for Forex. In this course, we'll be talking about what is FRX. Forex can be professionally abbreviated as FX or FRX. This basically is the short term for foreign exchange. It is the official trading market where one can exchange different currencies across the globe. As many countries are backed by their own banks, this allows citizens to use a currency which, in turn, creates an economy. The better an economy thrives, the stronger that currency can become. When anyone travels to other countries, they can participate in the foreign exchange market manually by simply exchanging their own native currency for the one they are visiting. As decades passed, the internet grew worldwide, and Forex found its way online.
Okay, so I won't have you go through that whole thing, but I definitely wanted to show you, this is not something that was made in a mom and pop garage. This is not something that, YouTubers are trying to push, because I'll tell you what, I know people. There's people right now who is in our academy, in our school, who tried to do this on YouTube, lost thousands of dollars, and then got privy like, oh, maybe I need real education afterwards, right? This is broken down in steps. There's what is Forex. There's the history of Forex. There's what's traded in the Forex market. Who are the market participants? Where do you lie in terms of that? After each of these 2 to 6 minute videos, there is a test. This test we like to refer to as a confidence quiz because no one sees the answers. No one cares how many times you have to take it to pass or fail. This is just an indicator to let you know, did you learn and gather and grasp the concept of what it is that you just watched in that previous video, right? Another thing that I like to say, to take notes. If you don't know what you should have written down in that previous video and it was on the test, you probably should write it down because you're going to need it later, right? So we have the videos. We have the confidence questions. So not only that, I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of people are like, I don't have time. I don't have time to sit here and be going back to school. I have this, and this going on, and I get it. I get it. I'll tell you, I learn what I'm doing because I want to put this as part of the curriculum I teach my kids. Like I said, I'm already teaching my 10-year-old. My 3-year-old's about to be on her way. She's always like, Mommy, I want to trade. I want to trade every time I sit down with her brother. And so I use this as math. Yes, you can use this as math to get them credits in school. So fun fact right there. So for me, it's important to learn this, guys, because I want to have it for generations to come. I want to teach my mother. I want to teach my children. I want to teach everyone how to just be making money from their cell phone. Let's say you're not that person and you're like, you know what? I don't have time for this. I'm going to show you something real cool. There's a program called Earn While You Learn. And again, it's up to you. Do you want to earn while you learn, or do you not want to learn, and do you want to just earn? Because I'm about to show you something. They literally give you the answers. They literally tell you what to put in your phone. All of these are strategies. all of these. Harmonics is a strategy, vibrata, gold cup, levels, pivots. These are all strategies that give you numbers to put in your cell phone with trade ideas. So if you don't want to learn or don't have the time and you're just like, well, give me something to copy and paste and put in my phone. Oh, they could do that too, you guys. They could do that too. I'm going to show you right here. Oh, there's no signals for now. Maybe the Harmonics has signals. Let me check Gold Rush. Because in the weekend, only crypto. Okay, so here's some examples. These are older, but look right here to the right. They literally told you the entry point. They told you the take profit. And they told you the stop loss. Let's talk about that real quick. These are 3 numbers you're going to need to know. Again, this vocabulary is going to come from the academy, right? So you're still going to need to do that 3 hours to know what these numbers mean. Stop loss is proper risk management. What that means is, hey, they predict that the market is going to go this way. If it goes the opposite way and if it hits this number, pull me out so I don't lose too much money. Stop loss. Stop your losses. Very simple. Your take profit is what? To take the bag and run. Take your profits and run. So again, whether you decide to learn through the educational platform or not, while you're learning, you're still earning because they're giving you the chart markups. They're giving you the numbers to just copy and paste into that cell phone app. If you decide you don't want to learn and you just want to use this for what it is and take these trade ideas from these millionaires that spit them out, that's cool too. So there are several ways to make money. Here's another one. I'm going to ask you guys to be honest with me. Who likes to watch TV and what's your favorite show? Even if it's on Netflix, if it's on Hulu, what's your favorite show?
Money Heist on Netflix.
Oh. Anybody else?
I love The Walking Dead all day, every day.
Me too. I'm waiting for it to come back on. I can't wait. I love The Walking Dead. You know what I really got on lately? I'm going to keep it real with you guys. Is 90 Day Fiancé. It is so funny. I cannot help but laugh at those people. It's not right. It's my guilty pleasure. But I'm like, this is ridiculous. But it's so funny. So cool. Thank you guys for that participation of telling me. But here's the facts, right? Here's the facts. J Boss, you just said The Walking Dead. When you watch The Walking Dead, brother, are they paying you?
No, you know they ain't paying me to watch their show.
I know. I just wanted you to say it out loud. Okay, so look, you're not getting paid. You know who's getting paid? Rick Grimes is getting paid, the main character. Every time you watch a rerun, every time you run it up on Netflix, Hulu, whatever it comes on, regular cable, that's who's getting paid. You're not getting paid. What if you could watch TV that was gonna get you paid? How about that? Also in this academy, another way to make money is called Go Live TV. And what that is there's over 180 educators. These are all 6- and 7-figure traders, meaning in a month, they're making 6- to 7-digit income in a month off of trading alone. And they are doing Go Live sessions. This lady here, Kimberly Torres, she had 74,819 views today. 75,000 people wouldn't be watching her, guys, if she wasn't helping people catch the bag. Matter of fact, I'm watching her tonight. She comes on tonight at 7 p.m. my time in California. I'm going to be watching her. Why? She gives us 10 different trade ideas. 10. I put them in before I go to sleep, you guys. When I wake up in the morning, I wake up to money. Money. Sunday nights are my favorite night because the market's about to open back up for regular pairs. Like I said, cryptocurrency is open right now on the weekend. But for the things I want to trade, like stocks, I do Dow Jones, I do NASDAQ. Those are my favorite ones to trade because yes, you can trade stocks within the Forex market, which is amazing because you don't need for it to go up. Like I said, when it comes up or down, I'm still cashing out. So let's say we click her name here. If she was on, it would be on here, right? But let's say we missed her. All of her recorded sessions are right here. All of her recorded sessions are right here. Not only that, but there's a chat bar, you guys. Here's a cool little chat bar. When you go live with her, if she spoke too fast or you didn't understand something, or you're like, what was the number on gold? What was the buy number? What was the sell number on gold? You just type it into this cute little chat box. So you know the same way that people go live on Facebook and Instagram and you sit there and watch them. And let's say I go live right now and someone's like, oh, Tracy, your earrings is cute. And I'm like, oh, thank you, girl. And you type it in to say that and I talk back to you. It is the same concept. It's the same concept. You can literally chat with them. Not only are they teaching you, but they're also calling out trade ideas, you guys. And again, it's for all the academies. We have educators who do Forex, high frequency Forex, digital currency. So let's go to Forex. Let's go to Forex. It's broken down to basic educators, advanced educators. Let's go to basics. Here's like your TV guide. Here's your TV guide of, and I want to point out, guys, a lot of the educators look like you and I. I just want to say that. A lot of the money being made in this company is from people who look like you and I love that. However, let's say Tyrone comes on at 10 a.m. Well, that's 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and I might be getting myself dressed for work, right? So I missed it. Doesn't matter. I'm going to go to his recording. And if you look, there's all different times. You can go on at any time and someone is going to be going live to teach you and give you what numbers to plug into your cell phone, you guys. This is not rocket science. This is a win-win situation. I just told you guys that my mentor paid his mortgage off of 50 cents. I just told you guys that off of like 70, 80 cents, I went on a full paid trip to Mexico and I lived it up. If you follow me on Facebook, on IG, you saw me. I was living it up. So this is honestly something that I just want everyone to know about at the end of the day. I want everyone to know that this is available to anybody. It doesn't matter your race. It doesn't matter your sexual orientation. It doesn't matter if you have some felonies. None of that matters. None of that matters. The app can be downloaded on anybody's phone. This is for everybody. The people on Wall Street need to start looking more and more like us, you guys. It doesn't have to be available to one genre of people. This is for everybody. And regardless what you got going on, multiple streams of income is so important. If the pandemic didn't teach you that, then please wake up, you guys. Multiple streams of income is the way to go. Like I just said, I'm in 3 of the 4 cash flow quadrants. One day, yeah, I plan to retire for sure. But from right now, I am appreciate getting 4 bags. I have 2 small businesses. I have a full-time job in corporate America, and I invest in Forex. I get 4 bags every Friday. You could do daily withdrawals. I don't know what everyone's situation is, but God forbid you're in the struggle like that, bruh, and you needed to make $40 today to put that in your gas tank. You could pull out that $40 today. There are times where I get paid every Friday and I let it sit and I let it accumulate because I don't need it like that. That's cool too, but I know it's there. I know it's there when I need it. I know that when I want to pick up and go to Hawaii with my children, it's just a matter of withdrawing from that account because it's accumulating. So this is for real. This is all facts. This is my time with you guys. I may have invited you to this call. Somebody else may have invited you to this call. What I'd like for you to do is get back in touch with the person who invited you to this call. Let them know what your thoughts are. If you have questions, ask them. If you are interested in joining our community, which by the way, hold on, I didn't even speak to the community. Let's rewind it back. Our community is Generation 12. We believe in changing generational outcomes. We believe in breaking the generational curses and building generational wealth. We are a community who does just about everything together. We build each other up. We're all over the nation. We're in Ghana, we're in China, we have people in Germany, we have people everywhere, but we do exercise classes together. We've done during this pandemic, we've done Zoom sessions of fitness boot camps, yogas, we meditate together, we big each other up, we pray for each other, we do everything together, you guys. You will not be in this alone. Roz, the lady who introduced me, is my accountability partner. We speak every day. We've totally become sisters in life. Like we've become best friends. It's amazing. You will be assigned a personal coach. You will be assigned an accountability partner. So you will not be doing this alone. Not only that, we have a Facebook group chat where all your questions are answered. We literally have such a love in our community. And if you're not used to being around positive, like-minded individuals, it might be trippy at first. It really might. We read the same books. We have a book club. We're all reading Think and Grow Rich right now by Napoleon Hill. You know, we love reading John Maxwell books and Bob Proctor books and all kinds of stuff. But in any facet of success, you have to get around like-minded individuals. And so I guess I saved the best for last. This is talk about our wonderful, wonderful community, you guys. And we would love to have you be a part of it. So like I said, please get back to whomever invited you to this call with whatever your thoughts are. Even if you're like, I'm interested, I'm not interested, thanks anyways. I truly hope that, you know, something that I said triggered you. Whether it triggered you for the good, whether it triggered you for the bad, I really hope that something opened your eyes, because whether it's in this opportunity or not, you guys, you gotta do more. We weren't made for mediocrity. We weren't made to have to ask our master if we could get up to go to the bathroom at the call center. That's not what we were made for. We were all kings and queens at one time, and it's time to get back on the throne, you guys. So please live in your abundance. Be blessed. I love you all. Have a wonderful day.